long time since I've been doing any videos of any sort on my channel lately, so yeah, I felt the need to make a movie clip, at least a YouTube clip about something here on my channel. There's been a lot of Minecraft playing a couple of years ago, and I did put up some clips when I went boating with my boat around Stockholm. So yeah, now I'm in the boat, and that's why I felt like making a video, just to do something, because it's fun to make videos also, and maybe this could be interesting to watch. I know there's like millions of videos with people installing systems, and they are doing it very good. I've been watching a lot of them, like solar panel systems and what have you, micro hydro, boating stuff, wind turbine generators, whatever. Yeah. So I felt like making a little YouTube clip about how I have my system set up. So yeah, feel free to just check it out, see what it is. I hope if you like it, give me a thumbs up on the video. Continue watching my videos. I can put up more videos about this if you want. So I have quite a simple system. I have a small boat. It's a Flipper 575, so it's 5.75 meters long. And let's do it like this. I have a 2-stroke engine on it, 75 horsepower. It's really good. Takes it up to like 30 knots, 31 actually if I'm solo in the boat, and really not so heavy. So, but what I do have on this boat is I have two solar panels on top here, the roof up here. There it is. Yeah. And I had a solar charge controller, an old one that has been putting in power into 2 batteries. I have one starter battery for the engine. It's like dedicated to just starting the engine and keeping that separate from the rest of the electric system. And I have this one, an auxiliary battery, which I have which I use to power other stuff, like I have a little switcher panel here with some stuff that I can output 12 volts DC to. Among them I have like some nice lights here up in the roof, so that's nice if it's dark outside and you want to feel cozy. But I use it to power iPads, and I also have a fridge. I bought a fridge last year that's really good, like a proper fridge, not like simple the one with the fans that like 2 fans are. I'll put up a picture here. I'll show you what I don't have. I had one of those before, but now I have a proper one that uses a compressor. So that needs power also, and it's just fun to like harvest power, solar power from nature and use it in the boat. My dream is to have a electrical powered boat. That would be awesome to have like everything electric, because this thing it's good, but it's not environmentally friendly. It puts out way too much shit in the air. But it's a trade-off. It's fun also. It's fun. You can go really fast with this boat, and it's really fun. But I would like to go more environmentally clean. So what I did like 3 years ago, I think, I bought a new system. I'll show you here for charging. So I bought some stuff from Victron. Let me just get everything out of my bag here. So I had my old charging system, the MPPT controller, like a really old one, that its purpose was to like, it took power from the solar panels, and it had an input and it had 2 outputs, so you could charge like 1 input from the solar panels and 2 outputs for like battery 1 and battery 2. And it was really smart. It's a really smart system. So you could set it to like once it got power, it could charge the first battery, like put 90% of all of the power coming from the solar panels into the first battery, and then just 10% to the other battery. And when this one was full, 100% went to that battery. So I had it set so that it charged my starter battery first, so it's always full. I always have power to start the boat. and then all the rest of the power just went to the auxiliary battery. But that system, I want also remote controlled stuff, so I can sit at home and watch how much power that is actually coming into the boat. So I bought this like 2 or 3 years ago. I haven't installed it because I really haven't had time and so much other stuff to do. So this is a little bit better than the last one. I have an MPPT 120 Victron solar charge controller. This is really cool. You can connect to it via Bluetooth, and it also connects up to, if you have like a Victron, I can't remember, so a VLE controller, then you can put everything online and basically see where you are. But I'm in a boat, so I had to solve that. So what I did first, I'm going to show you another thing also. I have bought, this is a shunt. So this little guy, if you're watching and you know what a shunt is, I might might trash this in the description, but what this little thing is, it really just controls or checks the battery and see what kind of voltage it's at, and percentage of how full it is, how much current is flowing through it, so you can really like properly monitor your battery with this. So these two guys goes together. The power goes through this one first and then up to the charge cord. I'll show you a little bit later. So these two I bought like 2-3 years ago, so I'm gonna install them today. And it's so fun. I've been trying this at home because well, I also have another little thing here. I'll describe this in a while, what that's gonna do. But I have a Raspberry Pi also, which I'm gonna use. So this Raspberry Pi connects to both these guys, 2 cables, USB cables. So I got 2 cables for these blue guys going into the Raspberry Pi. And the Raspberry Pi, there's so much stuff in my bag here. The Raspberry Pi connects itself to the internet through a smart little modem. This modem I used this last summer is really good. I have a system set up for that also. With I actually have a surveillance camera in the boat because there were so many break-ins here in the boat a couple of years ago. So this little guy has been. So I have Wi-Fi on my small little boat. So this guy, the Raspberry Pi, I installed some Victron controller software. So this guy talks to the 2 blue guys and puts out. I can log into this and like control the blue guys. And but most fun with this is it connects via the modem up to the cloud, puts out information about the battery, how much power we're drawing in with the solar system, and how the batteries are feeling, their health and everything. So I can hook it up to like my home assistant at home to MQQT, and there's so many things you can do with this, and so many what do you call it? Not shortcuts, but like MPPT, MQTT, shunts, milliwatts. There's so many things here. Put up a list maybe with all the weird words. This little guy also, because my last system had this really smart function with the power coming in, and you could like control it like 10%, 90% to the starter battery and 10% to the rest. You could do like these smart things so that the starter battery always full. This guy doesn't have that, but what I did was I bought this small little Votronics standby charger. So what this does, if I understood it, I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see today if it works. What you basically do is we take power, so out of focus here, I'm gonna take power from the big auxiliary battery from the plus side of this, and just hook it to the starter battery, and this it's basically just a small little charger, but it will draw current power from the auxiliary battery, the ones that I used to like do just fun stuff here in the boat, and it will charge the starter battery so that it's always full. That's basically what it does. And when it's full, it cuts off, so there's no currents going back and forth. So this is a little bit of a protection. So this is what I'm going to install today, and I've been tearing out the old electrical system because that looked like rubbish. So yeah, And these are the power cables coming. I don't know if you see that. There's a lot of stuff coming from the roof. I had the old system back in the boat next to the batteries. But now the solar panels are up here. I'm gonna take. It actually goes down here, and it goes into this little hidden spot where I plan to basically put in the chargers and everything else. I have a cool little system up here in the front of the boat. Maybe I shouldn't tell all the secrets about my boat if some thief is watching this, but that's actually where this guy is located, and it's this runs on battery, which is really good also. So but it has a micro USB, so I can charge it up, and I actually have a timer up there in the front that lets this guy charge for like between 6 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock in the evening. I think it's 1 o'clock in the midnight, after midnight. And then it gets to run on batteries for a couple of hours, because otherwise you just keep charging. So it's good to like cycle the batteries a little bit. So this guy gets to run for like 5 hours on its own battery, and then it's charged again during daytime. And also it's good to not, I think, draw too much power during nighttime, because in the night when it's dark outside and we don't have any solar charging, I want to focus all of the power to a thing that's going to be up here by the surveillance camera. So that one needs all the power during nighttime. Everything, the modem and the surveillance camera up there, everything's hot wired directly to the auxiliary battery. So nobody can come in here and just turn the power off and everything goes down, because no. They're gonna get caught on camera, and it's also like night vision in the on the surveillance camera. So the boat looks a little bit crappy right now, also because I just picked it up from the winter store. So I'll put in some nice seating here, which I made. I also made some nice things here on the wall. I'll show you maybe in another video or in this video. We'll see. So today's job is to take these old cables coming down from the solar system. It's really crappy cables. I just use the cheapest one I get. So probably somebody has a good idea, or somebody is probably smarter than me, knows exactly what type of cables you should have. But I have a small system I can show you. It's just it's basically two 25-watt solar panels, so there's really not much current coming down. Probably you could have better cables for that, but it's a short run from the roof down there behind the steering wheel. So yeah, maybe there's not that much power, but maybe in the future I can upgrade this and get some better cables for this. Yeah, so now I'm gonna start pulling cables and installing stuff. Yay. So here we go. Auxiliary battery is located here. I got a little fuse here on this. I can't remember how many amps, but it's a good fuse. Yeah, so this is starter battery here. And I also, let's see here, I have the negative and the positive on this one also. And there are two runs going from this battery and this battery up to the electrical box I'll have there in the front. So batteries are where they should be. I'm actually going to build something to secure these a little bit more there. They're not moving that much, but would be nice to make it a little bit more secure down there. So I'm going to hide those batteries. And also, if it wasn't clear before, I'm not an electrician. I'm just doing this for fun. I have a friend who's an electrician. He's probably watching this and shaking his head when he sees all my connections, but we're just playing with 12 volts here, so yeah, nobody's gonna get killed. That's not, please not. Yeah, anyways. So, let's make some more connections. So what we got here now, we have the cables here coming from the roof, from the solar panels. I just put up a little nice, what do you call it, cable channel. There's a couple of other ones here. I put on some extra Gorilla tape on this because these tend to fall down after a while. But yeah, some stuff coming here. Here's the cable for the surveillance camera and some other stuff coming from the roof. It's basically full in these two. So yeah. So now I'm gonna pull these guys in here. Yeah, so this is a real rat's nest with cables. And actually, I did my last year in the Swedish gymnasium. I took an electrical course to study electricals, and I flunked it. So my grades got really degraded about that. But I love doing electrical stuff now. So. Yeah, and also if you see something that I do completely wrong, or if you just want to leave both nice and bad comments, for you, those of you who know, good comments are also good because that triggers the YouTube algorithm, so more people watch my videos. So if you're really negative and want to say something negative about this, please do, because it just helps the channel. But anyways, good. If you have good criticism or some nice constructive things about how I can do things better, please write down, because I would like to know. So I'm using it's like old cables, everything that's like probably schemes you can follow for like proper cable types and what have you. Anyways, now we have the solar panel, both of them coming down here, and now we're just gonna find a good spot for the smart solar charger. So we put it here somewhere, and yeah, my plan is to also put in, of course, I have the old fuse box here for the electrical system. I bought a new one that's a little bit bigger, so we can put on some more loads here and not have too many cables just connected together on the same spot, like the same, I don't know what to call it. Anyways. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm connecting these in, is it serial, I think. We want to put them together, so both plus pulls from both panels go to the same plus in this battery, and the negatives go also to the, so positive and negative, I just put them together and put them in here. Because we don't want to like increase the voltage, so we don't want to go like, what is it, 14 volts I think the solar panel put out, and then put another 14 on top of that, so we go up to 28 volts. So we want to keep it at 14 volts because that's what the solar panels are rated for, 14.4 I think. So we want 14 volts going into this little guy, and it's going to adjust everything. So it's going to charge the batteries and it's going to distribute the load from here. So this is a smart little guy. Yeah, so now I'm going to shorten these cables. I'm going to save a little bit so we can move around here. And we're going to put up this, and yeah, it's going to be fun. So I started now with putting in the shunt. That's going to be the first thing that's going to be installed. Yeah. So let's see if we can get this. It's a little bit hard to work in. It's a bit hard to film also. It's not so fun just to see my back when my head stuck in there and everything. But the shunt is going to go in there first, and I got negative going to the auxiliary battery. That's the one that's going to be monitored first and foremost. But there's also an auxiliary port here, so we can actually monitor the starting battery also. So I'm going to hook that up also. It's going to be fun. Yay! So this is probably the best view I can give you from in here while I am just trying to fasten the shunt here. And you can see there's a lot of cables, and as I said, I have been pulling out all of the cables. Because the old electric system, I just put everything in there. Just like, okay, I need another light switch. Yeah, let's put in another cable, and so really no thought went through it. But now I'm trying to make some kind of rearrangement here. Yeah. So these are all the old cables. Yeah, I'll try to mark them up with what everything goes to. Yeah. And there's also one cool thing I would like to do with this whole system also. I would like to put in more like automations and stuff like that. It would be so cool to see it at home, or like when I'm out working at a hotel, I can log into my boat and like turn on the lanternas or blow the horn or something like that just for fun. Yeah, so we're gonna put in more automation in here. Ooh. Okay, so first mistake of today. It's probably gonna be a couple of more of them. Let's see if I can zoom in there. Well, for some weird reason, I did not check to see if the head of the screw was like bigger than this hole. Well, add it again. Redo, make right. Ah, look at this. This will work. Good thing is now we got a lead hole there, so that's good. Okay, so we got the MPPT also set in there in place. I left some room, I couldn't put it closer, but we had this connection here, the USB connection, so I left some space in between. And oh look, that's nice. Somebody's having a good time. Party boat. Yeah, so MPPT is up now. We're gonna connect the VBAT connection from the shunt over to the battery plus here, and this is also battery plus coming from the battery, which is way back there in the boat. And we got the negative side also, which is up here going into the shunt. So once we get positive and negative in here, it's gonna be fun. This thing is gonna power up. We'll see what happens then. Oh, I need to run also, of course, from the negative pole here to battery negative here. Otherwise, this won't work. Of course, this monitoring cable, it had a connection looking like this to go on the battery. But I mean, it's the same thing if I put it here on positive or back there positive. That shouldn't be too much difference. It's really not that much distance where things could get fucked up, like currents or voltage lowering, stuff like that. Anyway, so I'll put that in. It's as I said, it's hard to film in here, but yeah, this is what it looks like right now. Get back to you. So there we go. Not mistake number 2, but workload number 2. The perks of sitting on the boat where everything it was standing right here on the edge. And yeah, somebody drove past and there was some big waves here. So yeah, okay, let's take a little break and sort some screws. Yay. Yay, there we go. Okay, so locking you up and putting you on the floor. That's a couple of minutes of my life I will never get back. So, back to whatever I was doing. Yay! So now we are connected. You can see it flashed a little bit blue here, and that one over there is also flashing blue, which means that these two guys are connected. Never mind this bad connection I made over here. I'll fix that later on. I didn't have the proper things. So now these two guys should be looking at the battery at least. That's all they do for now. I did install the modem, the Wi-Fi router up front here, but we need to have this thing, the Raspberry Pi also, which is going to be put here somewhere, and we are gonna take the connecting cables, what's the name of these guys, Victron VE Direct USB thingy here, and put into the Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi will connect to the internet, and then we can log in and see what's going on. But we're not done there, of course. We need to put in the PV, the solar panels. What is it? PV? Okay. Power wall. No, not really. It should be WV. Anyways, solar panels go in there, and from a load we can then draw out all of the DC power we need for all the stuff in the boat here. So let's hook this one up and see where is the other Victron cable that's gonna go into this guy also. And of course, the standby charger for the starter battery also is gonna be put in somewhere, maybe here, we'll see. This little thing coming out here is a big Kashuna Shunkov stuff that goes to the fuel meter, and it has cable. It's behind the table back here, and there's some wires going to the flotation lever thingy that measures how much fuel is in the tank actually. And that's what is presented up here on the meter. But it goes through this thing here, and the cable just runs through all of the boat here. So, Raspberry Pi. Let's see. And when that's hooked up, we should be able to log in online and see how the battery is doing. Okay, so I did not have any. I need to get a better casing for the Raspberry Pi here. It's a little bit. I had put up it just with the Gorilla Tape on the back there. So this is temporary proof of concept. We'll see if this works. Anyways, the Raspberry Pi is in there. I have the two cables coming from the two blue guys, the Victron cables coming there and there into the Pi. And if you're a smart fellow, you might have noticed there's a gray cable also, and it goes to this little guy. It actually supports a GPS inbound NMEA signal, the Victron system, which is pretty cool. I'll show you later, but it's basically got to do with you can monitor the position of your solar system, and it takes in account weather, I presume, and stuff like that, so you know if you're gonna get good solar charging. And also we can use this GPS position to locate the boat, and this is a really long cable. It was the only one I had, so we'll see if this works when we power it up, if the voltage and current can reach all the way up to this little dongle here, the GPS dongle. A good thing, if we use this long cable, we could put it really high up on the roof somewhere and hide it or whatever to get the best signal. But this guy needs power, and we are going to draw power out from the load here. I have a little smart thingy here that makes 3 amps out of the 12 volt, and we get from 12 volt we get 5 volt with 3 amps, and that's what the Raspberry Pi needs to function. So that's what we got here. We got a converter, and it goes to another super long cable. I need to slim this system up a little bit, but this is for now. So this is the first try. Let's see if something happens. Yeah, shoot off there. Let's see. Hang on, I need both hands. Okay, we're hooked up. We might as well just look here, see if something happens. Anything happening? Nothing happening. Well, it worked at home. Oh, I know what it is. We need to reset the MPPT, because when I was doing this setup at home and testing it, I discharged the battery and at least down to a limit that was set in the MPPT. So now it won't give us any power just to save the battery, which is really good. This is actually one of the features I wanted to have in the system. So if I'm not in the boat for a long time, it won't discharge the battery if there's no solar coming in. It will shut down everything, and of course the security camera also, but it will save the battery. So that's why we are not getting any power right now. So I am going to log in, because you can use Bluetooth to log in on this guy, and we're going to reset that one. We're going to reset that one also. We're going to do this is going to be like a clean install here for all of this system. Yeah, so let me do that. I will see if I can make a screen recording of me doing that, and I'll probably put some voiceover. See what happens. I'm gonna reset the system. Okay, so I didn't get a screen recording there. I was messing up, really not knowing what I'm doing. But now we have a red light on the Raspberry, and we have GPS GLONASS also working here for us. So the Raspberry Pi is working, and yeah, now I'll try to make a screen recording of this, see if we can log into the portal, because this should now be connected to the cloud online, sending information to the system. I should be able to remotely monitor things, monitor this system online. So let me go check that. I'll try to make a screen recording again. Yay, so this worked. Great success. So this is fun. I love this. So now I can be remotely monitoring this system, and I will try to connect it also to. I have a home assistant system at home, which I can make a video about if you want to see that also. It's a lot of lights and stuff and gadgets connected, and you can control everything via the smartphone or touch tablets. And I have like smart mirrors with screens behind, so you can see information and stuff like that. So this is really cool. Now the next thing here is of course to hook up the solar panels. So we're gonna do that. But first I'm gonna have myself a cup of tea and some biscuits because I'm a civilized boy. Yay! So here we go now. We have the two panels from the roof coming in parallel. I just put them together in this little thingy here, and we're gonna point that up into the MPPT and see what happens. It's the first time I connect solar to that one, so yeah, keep your fingers crossed. I've double checked, so it's positive, negative, everything was okay. And it's actually up to like hang on here, I will show you how many. I thought it was like 14 volts, but oh, so my voltmeter just died. So I thought it was like 14 volts, but it's actually up to, yeah, 22 volts. But should probably be fine, I guess. We'll see if sparks will be flying here. I'll try to make a screen recording again when I hook this up, and we'll see what happens. It's working. We have a steady blue light, which means if you read the instruction here, we are bulk loading. So everything that's coming in from the solar panels right now is going into the batteries, and it's not that much sun right now, just as I hooked it up. It's a little bit hazy outside, and yeah, some clouds out there, but we are charging. That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, as you saw on the screen recording, it was up to like a couple of watts there, 9 I think, maybe roundish, but it was just for barely a minute. So it's working. That's really cool. It's really cool. So yeah, now I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the statistics here for another hour and just enjoy that I can absorb free energy from the sun. Lovely. Yeah, but still there's yeah, that's this nest of rat's nest, Swedish råttbo. Anyways, lot of cables that need to be connected, and also I was a little bit sad. The thingy that was up here, that's supposed to this thing. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. Anyways, the thing that goes a step down from 12 volts to 5 volts that was sitting up at one point there. It must have broken because the boat's been outside during this winter and probably something froze and broke. So I might have to buy a new one of those. That sucks a little bit. Anyways, this is working now. So what I did was I switched over and put the modem down here. It's actually connected to the Raspberry Pi, so it gets some power from the Raspberry Pi now and then, and it seems to be working. So for now, this is quite a temporary solution, but I'm pretty happy with it. So I have lots of more plans for the boat. I'm gonna put in, so we're more connected here. I'm gonna have Here in front of the steering wheel is going to be an iPad or another smart tablet on a stand. So you can have information when you're driving with GPS maps, everything, and of course when you're parked with the boat, you can flip it over, flip it around, and when you're sitting here in the lounge area or in the other part, that you can use it as a little video TV screen, and also check the solar. Of course, you have to check the solar all the time. So this is what's happening right now. I did it, as I said, I have been offline from my own YouTube channel for, I don't know, years, it feels like. So this is the first video in a while. I've been doing some videos with my daughter, so I'll put in the end of the video here. You can go and check our channel also, Nora och Pappa in Swedish. We make a lot of videos there now and then, at least. So that's why I love doing videos and stuff like that. So we've been doing some YouTube videos, so please check that out if you haven't. And yeah, and I'll make more videos on the boat here. And give me a thumbs up and like, and if it's the first time you see this channel, please subscribe, it helps out, blah blah blah, and spreads the word. And as I said, this is just I'm not an electrician. This is just really fun hobby stuff to do. I love electronic stuff like this to fiddle around with, and especially if it can go in the green direction. So it's like using solar power, using smart solutions, and it may look a little bit crappy, and please do comment both good and bad comments if you want. I take really no offense. This is just fun to do videos like this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you're having a super awesome day, and let me know if you want to see more of this, more of the boat. I'll make videos anyways. Bye bye.